The S25 Ultra was released on January 22nd. I made a predictions video on January 14th. Let's see if I was correct. We're gonna start with cameras, then move on to specs, then move on to features, then to looks. Starting with cameras. The S25 Ultra did get the Z Fold 6 camera layout, which means that I was correct. And I don't understand why they had to do that, but you know, they kind of gave us a hint. They also upgraded the ultra wide, which means that I was incorrect because I said they would upgrade the zoom camera, which is unfortunate because we're stuck with 10 megapixels now until the S26, which is probably a year away, maybe less, but that's quite unfortunate. The front camera, as always, they said it got upgraded, it didn't, and you know, whatnot. The camera's also got a new AI processing to make zoom better, but I mean, Mr. Who's the Boss tested it. This is the S24 Ultra Zoom, this is the S25's. Okay, sure, looks slightly better. But come on, that's not a big enough upgrade. I said that the S25 Ultra would have the camera layout, like the camera cutout, this part of the phone, would get like the Z Fold 6. And I don't know why I thought that, but I just had a feeling, and I was correct, because they did do that. And Galaxy AI did not get the new name. I was kind of hoping it would, but it didn't, which means I was also wrong. I feel like I was pretty right this year, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I was pretty wrong this year. 50-50. The AI did, I was correct about this. The AI did move from mostly photo, and now they've redirected to video, which means I was correct because I said that. Also, I think photo editing is going to be kind of moved out of the picture. I think Samsung's gonna more focus on video editing. So, now that video's been upgraded, is it as good as the iPhone? Well, no. According to reviews, it's not. But, you know, I'll have to get one for myself, or get hands-on with one first. Other than that, the AI Portrait Studio got a little bit of an upgrade. Now we can make a whole photo, like animated or cartoon, instead of just a portrait, which kind of defeats the purpose of the name because it's called AI Portrait Studio. Somebody's getting fired. Also, apparently, Circle to Search got better because it was super hard to just hold down your power button and then, your home button and then circle something. So they had to add a whole button that you just click and then it opens circles. I don't get it. Now our favorite assistant Bixby, for some reason, has gotten replaced with Gemini, it seems like. Because yes, Samsung talked about how Bixby is going to be smarter, where it's going to be able to do, you know, cross-app action, but they show that off with Gemini. I'm not sure if it'll work with, I feel like if I keep saying the name, my phone's going to turn off, so, yeah. Other than that, I feel like features were probably the main event, like movies. I think that they are going to release new AI. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they did say something about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, editors. Yeah. But also, their video is pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure if this is stolen from Apple or if they were already working on this, but now you can silence things in the background, which would be really helpful because there's a highway a little bit back there, and you're probably really hearing that, and I feel like I have to scream right now. So it would be very helpful to have that noise cleanup. But till then, I'm pretty sure that's about it. They didn't add an eraser to the video, which I was hoping they would. I didn't make that as a prediction, but I was hoping they would. AI was obviously the main event because, you know, Galaxy AI, that's the newest thing because they don't have anything to talk about with their new phone. The battery life is apparently 31 hours, and I believe the S24 Ultra was 29. Ultra got rounded corners. which I'm pretty excited about, but apparently they made the edges flat, which completely defeats the point. So if they can make the edges rounded again and the corners rounded, they fixed it. But no, now the edges are just as sharp as the corners. So great. The battery is apparently improved without being bigger. Yeah, pretty normal. Their power button has been converted into a Bixby button. So now, instead of having to turn it on to be a Bixby button, you have to turn it on to be your power button. Somebody needs to get fired at Samsung's design team, because this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I was right, the Bixby will get an upgrade, so I'm going to give myself a check mark for that. Also, oh, it's slightly bigger, which I said I'm pretty, well, yes sir. So it went from a 6.8-inch display to a 6.9-inch display. Big difference, I'm sure everybody's gonna notice, you know? Like, everybody knows it's a 0.1-inch upgrade. Golly. Spec-wise, like I said, the camera got a slight upgrade, but that was talked about in cameras. Also, the processor. They apparently made the vapor chamber, well, in their words, not mine, they modified the position of the chip and modified the vapor changer, scratched it, and redid the vapor chamber in a different way so that it would let out, so cool it more, meaning that the chip would get less hot and it would be faster. I mean, yes, it is faster. Mr. Who's the Boss did a test, and he said that yes, it is faster. The problem is now people don't know how to experience that speed. People like me, that is cool. For someone who edits videos on his phone and films them on his phone, that is cool. Battery life is great because videoing takes up a lot of battery life. For example, I had to make sure my phone was fully charged or I probably wouldn't be able to make this video. So yeah, it is good, but only for people who are in that specific thing. They need power and they need good battery. And it's an upgrade that I said they would do. Check mark, check mark. Which makes the final score 11 correct and 9 wrong. I didn't mention a few things, but, you know, we all know. Watch my predictions video to see what I was right about, what I saw. So, it means I won a predictions this year, like every year. And, yeah, that's the end of the video.